welcome back everybody. We are wrapping up our Paulette handbag video series. I hope you are having fun so far. We're going to work on the two-tone strap first. This is an alternate strap to what's available in the pattern. So we already have the measurements previously provided for these three pieces. We have the longer piece is face up, and then we have our two shorter pieces face down. And one is going up and one is coming down. And just like if you were going to do some mitering or adding, on the diagonal with your quilting, we're going to do something similar here. So I'm going to grab a pen and I'll move this over here so you can see it. And we're going to draw a diagonal line from this corner to this corner. That's going to be our sew line. So that we can actually see it, we're going to just move the fabric over a little bit. And then we're going to take our ruler and we're going to put it from this edge to this corner, corner to corner. Allow yourself a little extra room so that when you draw the line, it is truly centered. And draw that line like so. Like so. Now we're going to move this back over and line it up with the two edges. And we'll just poke a clip in there to hold it in place. Now we're going to come over to this side and we're going to repeat again, and we're going to take our, the line's going to go the same direction, coming this way. So we'll just move it over a little bit so we can see where we are drawing. And we're going to draw this line, move it to here, like so. And then move it over and put a clip in it. Now we're going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to make you watch me sew two lines. We're going to sew this line, and then we're going to sew this line. We're going to trim off the excess, leave about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This is going to come over like so. This is going to come over like so. Makes for a really sharp strap, I think. And then we're going to top stitch. Now you have a choice of top stitching either both sides or one side. I'm going to just top stitch on the charcoal vinyl on both of these, and then I'll use that same charcoal thread to actually top stitch both sides of the strap once we get there. So I am going to sew the lines, trim it, and top stitch this one item, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to put together the strap. So come back in a moment. Okay, so we're back. I have sewn the pieces together and I chose to put them both on the same diagonal. You could go this way if you wanted to, but I like the look of this, and I have top stitched just on the charcoal vinyl. So I have gone ahead and drawn a line down the center of this entire piece, and next you're going to need some double-sided tape, piece of Cordura. This is cut about 3/4 inch. This is going to help reinforce the strap once we get it all put together. So we're going to put, first of all, some double-sided tape across the top. Not right to the edge, leave like a 1/16 of an inch or so. And we're just going to put, let me get closer to you here. I'm going to put this right along the top edge. So keep it nice and smooth. Don't let it be wrinkly or make your fabric taut. Down to the edge. Okay. Now actually, even though I had you put tape all the way to here, we're going to take off about an inch because we don't want the Cordura to be in the end of the straps. So don't be like me, make it about an inch less from each end. Easy to fix. Okay, so now we have our double-sided tape adhered to the top, and we're going to remove the film, and we're going to take our Cordura that we have previously cut in strips and just attach it to the top. Make sure that it's not pulling the fabric. Hopefully you can see this. Stuff is so darn sticky. That's good, right? Okay. Smoothing that out as we go. To the end of the tape and trim off any excess. Okay. So we're just making our typical 4-fold strap. So this is our 4-inch piece of vinyl. We put the Cordura on the top because this will be folded to the center, and then we have one nice durable piece of Cordura that's going to keep this from stretching. I also made sure that I did not cut the strap pieces on the bias so that they don't have any give. So now we're going to put a piece of double-sided tape down the center on the line that we just drew. Again, you're going to start and stop an inch away. All the way down the center. And stop about an inch away. My little bag clips. Must have clips. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the film from the center that you just put on the centerpiece, and like we always do, we're going to do, I like to start with the Cordura side. So we're just going to fold this one edge to the center. Give yourself about a 1/16 of an inch away from the line you drew. And just slowly bring it to that line. Like so. The end is not sticky just yet. Take this one. We just give it a, we don't go straight to the line so that there is room for the strap to kind of fold on itself when we get to that final step. So just a little bonus tip for you. Okay, so that looks nice. Now we're going to flip it to the other side. And we're going to bring this up right to there, so you have, like I said, about that 1/16 of an inch margin there. And going along. This is a great strap idea if you are low on a particular material. Mine got a little bunched up here, so we're going to fix it. You can kind of improvise and still get a really nice result with the pieces you have. That's how I learned how to do this, because I didn't have enough vinyl for one of the bags I was making. And so I thought, well, let me try it. And I loved it. You probably saw that on the Sweet Juliet bag I made and posted. Okay, and just finishing off the strap. You want to use a roller to maybe flip it on this side, make it nice and smooth. It's going to look so pretty. Okay, so next we're going to fold the edges together like always, and we're going to clip in place. So take your time and do that, and then we will top stitch. Now again, I'm not going to make you watch me sew 2 long seams, so I will finish clipping, I will sew the strap and come back and show you how to finish the strap, attach it to the hardware. I'm not going to attach it to the bag because we're doing a different strap for our bag, but you get the general idea, and then you can use this kind of a nice strap for pretty much any bag. So, okay, I'll see you back in a few minutes. Okay, so I have top stitched my strap. Looks nice. I have taken a little edge leather paint. This is the Angelus leather paint, and I have put that on the edge of these 2 strap ends just in case a little bit shows through the hardware. We don't want any of those ugly raw edge vinyls to show through. It's my opinion, by the way. If you are happy with your strap the way it is without covering it with hardware, by all means you can proceed. So the next thing is we need to decide whether our top or bottom of our strap. I like the Cordura to be kind of on the top. It's puffier, so that's going to be my top. And we have these little strap ends. These are my favorite. So first you're going to just do a check to see if it'll go on nicely, which it does. And that is because we have left the Cordura, I'll show you, left the Cordura out of that little seam on the end. And this is more pliable vinyl than others. However, if it did not go on nicely, you could do a couple of things, and I'll show you. So the first thing is you can use these little rubber tip clamps and just give it a good press, kind of try to compress it some more, like so. And then you can also use, this is what I have hanging around. This is, of all things, cuticle cream. But some kind of a lubricant that will wipe off. I put that on the edge of the strap as well. And then, usually I'll have no trouble getting the hardware on. It will just pop on. Now before you get too zealous and put your hardware on, you gotta see where it's gonna go around. So, we know that we're making these lobster clasps. So we need to see, will this fit inside there? It will not. So, always check that first before you commit to the screws. So we're going to take this out. We're going to push this in like so. Now we can put the hardware on like that. Okay? And make sure you have your hardware going in the correct direction. And we would simply now, I'll put a clip in here just to kind of give you a visual. So we will go ahead and put those screws in to finish off that side. We'll do this side as well. Pop this through the lobster clasp. Then put on your hardware. Should slide on nicely. It should. It does. Okay. Make sure your hardware is going the right direction. And then you're going to plop this to the back. So. And we're going to put a clip. Now, so before you make sure that your strap is not twisted, looks really good here. Put all this out of the way. So, I'm not going to use this strap for our bag, so I actually am not going to complete all the steps. But let me just tell you, okay? So, what we would do is, obviously, go ahead and use an awl. I'll show you that. Use your awl to go ahead and get the holes started on these, on the back of the hardware. Use some glue and then screw in your screws. And then when you're all done with that, and everything is nice and dried, you're going to fold this back, I would say probably about 1.25 inches, maybe even just 1 inch. Let's see. But you got to make sure you have room to put the rivet through. And I just popped off my hardware. Live video. Okay, put this back on. Come on, Kelly. Okay, put this back on. All right, so, and I put it on backwards. Okay, just keeps getting better, huh? All right, so here we go again. So we can put it, I'm going to say, probably 1.25 inches. Okay, and that includes the end of the hardware. And you would want to clip it again. And then when this is all dry, you're going to put a rivet right through there. You want to make sure that it doesn't hit the back of the connector and it's nice and centered. And you would do that for this side too. So let's pretend we have all that done and we're ready to attach our beautiful strap to our bag. I remember earlier we made these pretty little connectors. They would have been attached to our bag, and since I'm not using them, but I can still show you how it would look. Okay, so here's our finished bag, and this would be sewn on and riveted on to either end. Looks so sharp. And when that's done, you would simply take your lobster clasp and attach it like so. So it's going to be a beautiful strap. I actually may just go ahead and save it for another bag, huh? And that is how you make a two-tone strap. So I think that's really pretty. Like I said, it works for a lot of different bags, so don't be shy to try it out on other bags. I think it just looks really cool. All right, so that covers our two-tone strap for the Paulette, or for that matter, any handbag. But next we're going to work on the no raw edge using the Ringberry hardware and attaching that to the bag. And we actually will attach that to our bag. So that's it on this segment, and I will see you in a short while to complete the other strap. Thanks. Bye.